Oh my God. What's up, guys? So, yeah, I got raped on a bunch of positions yesterday. I still had half my Oklo into this, and I just sold it all after it violated these lows. I got raped on my light bridge position. Oh God, I got so owned on this. Whatever. Um, yeah, I tried a bunch of things. I tried a few things. I bought RDW yesterday and just cut it. Uh, I got absolutely raped on app again. I can't believe, oh my God, this is so annoying, dude. Well, I wasn't over leveraged semis. I thought about taking a short position in Nvidia on this day after it sees the bearish engulfing on the daily, right? After it violated these lows. I just didn't do it because I was like, eh. Anyway, whatever. Um, I forgot what else I got raped on. I just prefer not to remember. But I tried RDW and just stopped yesterday because it violated these lows. I bought TEM yesterday. I'm already under on this position. My average is like I think like 51, right? Yeah, it's 5093. So I'm under on this already. But I'll give it till probably low of yesterday. It was just a start. I bought Reddit today on the upgrade. Uh, that's about it. A ton of stuff like I'm glad I wasn't in like BE or like VST, VRT, CLS, AV Go, right? I'm back to like 10% drawdown. Uh, I was pretty close to being out of my drawdown with Oklo, but you know how it is. But I don't think these names are quite dead yet. Uh, I would just wait for another setup. The ones that are looking alright are N and E and Aqua, right? These are the ones above the 10-day. And Lightbridge is still okay, but this stuff needs more time. It's what percent of AI in my positions? I think it was honestly just Oklo, and then I had like the NASDAQ correlated names like App. I kind of I'm pretty annoyed at this, but it is what it is. But market looks pretty fine overall, right? Like I don't know if you guys really I kind of did a mini deep dive, right? Wait, what the fuck? What is this? Planet Image? Which toner cartridges? Okay, this is not a space name, but yeah, like there were more names that closed higher in the S&P 500 than lower yesterday, right? It was mostly a drawdown due to Broadcom. That's AVGO, right? Broadcom and Nvidia, obviously. Yeah, it was a very few select names that caused the indices to draw down, right? Meanwhile, names like Meta made new highs yesterday. Not the Dow made new highs yesterday. RSP, right? This is just flagging. QQQE looks worse, but that's because of the NAVs. Breadth yesterday, right? Yesterday, breadth. Nothing happened to breadth at all. Look at this, MMFI, right? So I don't think we need to panic yet, but there's probably gonna be, I don't know, the semis look like they might be in distribution phase, so that could have some effects on the market, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see after earnings tomorrow, right? There's four Mag 7 earnings, and there's also FOMC tomorrow. But yeah, like on Friday, I saw the DeepSeek news on Friday, right? Because I follow like China news pretty closely, and it didn't seem like the market had really adjusted to it, I guess, until futures. This was pretty scary. I was like, oh God, I might just like take another vacation. When I saw it break this level on the ES futes, like I was like it broke the 50 and this 6,000 level. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys got raped. It is what it is, right? So like you just gotta laugh it off. And then the other thing is like Bitcoin looks healthy, right? Like there's a lot of things that look really healthy. So, I think the correction might have been over already. And then the other thing, I've been looking at the VIX more, right? Like VIX over 20. Like last time the market bottomed right here on the 13th on the failed breakdown, or on the failed breakdown here, right? And the I gotta mark the news here. I should probably mark the news, but yeah, it was PPI and CPI, right? Failed breakdown. VIX had topped like above 20s, right? And then it just faded, right? So when that happens is a good sign. I'm not trading the VIX anymore. I lost money trading the VIX here because I'm retarded. And then but I'm gonna be watching the VIX. Let's move these down a bit. Someday the market gods are gonna piss in your face and you have to take it and you have to take it and say thank you. Who wrote that? Someday the market gods are gonna anally rape you. That's more accurate. Oh yeah. Okay. That's very true. But yeah, look, like things like, these healthcare names look pretty good, actually now. I haven't been able to find an entry, but oh my God, my Tem. I'll give this to Lowe's, I guess. But yeah, I held Rocket Lab and Lunar. Well, I sold and rebought these two yesterday, I guess. I quote unquote held it. I did initially just cut everything because I was scared. And like I said, I bought RDW. Oh no, I tried some other things. Like I tried okay, yeah, sorry, I forgot. I completely forgot about this. I tried Carvana yesterday and just cut it for like break even. I tried Asana yesterday and then cut it for break even when it was failing. Okay, because the thesis, right? The thesis would be that like AI, so the hardware is overvalued, and thus a lot of software names got bid, and software has been stronger lately. There's been some rotation, it seems like from semis to software, right? So names that can take advantage of AI no longer need as much capital invested in AI, I think is a good thesis, right? Which is why I bumped a bunch of these names up, like Net. But these are slower names, right? Like I don't know. I don't want to use too much capital in this. Asana is the faster one, but this one's weaker. Oh yeah, I tried Gorilla on this day, got raped here. I forgot about this trade. Any advice on a 25% drawdown? I spiraled and took some really dumb shit. Yeah, don't spiral. Do whatever you can to not spiral. You just have to like understand that you're gonna be in a certain emotional state at a certain time and take whatever measures you can to do that. I mean, you might like even want to put a hard limit on your broker to like lock you out, close your positions and lock you out for like 2 days. I don't know if you can do some restrictions with IBKR. I was gonna look into it, but I haven't done it yet. Like, because sometimes I'll spiral to, it's just a matter of like generally after like the first iteration of spiraling, I'll be like, okay, I'm clearly tilted. I just go home. I should just like stop trading. That's really it. Like that happens when I trade like try to trade the VIX basically, which it's always a bad idea. Damn, dude. Ugh. Do I need to cut Tem? No, no, just ignore it for now. But yeah, like see if you can put some limitations on your broker, like some things that will. I mean, you can always change these settings yourself. Like if you like really want to, you go and I think you can remove the trading restrictions or whatever, but it can be like an extra step so that you have more time between you being tilted and potentially being able to trade again, Because how like people, how like traders do it in institutions and like bucket shops, right? There'll be someone separately who's not trading, who's in charge of your risk management, and they'll cut you off. That's actually a big thing, right? Because they have the advantage of not having your emotions. You are in an emotional state. You have to understand that. You like really have to understand that. Like your judgment is clouded, and even though, yeah, you just have to not do anything, I guess. Do whatever it takes to recognize when your judgment is clouded and prevent yourself from trading. And for some people, that's really hard. Anyway, So after nuclear kind of died, right? Nuclear and AI trade, like, oh my God, this fucking, okay, so I'm glad I got stopped at ARM, obviously. I cut it here, right? And didn't wait for lows now. But like, so after this sector, the Stargate bullshit was looking strong, and then all of a sudden it wasn't, right? Um, this is so funny to me, actually. I'm not even mad. So the next strongest theme, oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys this, like healthcare. No, not XLK, XLV. Everyone was talking about how healthcare was gonna break down because like the Ozempic trade was over. Look at how healthcare tried to break down. It was retested this level right here. See this 2023 high? All right, so healthcare was leading all of 23, or no, sorry, all of 2021. And then it started basing, right, 2021 high, not 23 high. Right, so retested this level, tried to break down, and it caught a big bid. Now the last, basically since the since the correction, so to speak, the 21st, or no, since the 13th. Yeah, since about 13th, right? Healthcare has been leading, or not? It's been a leading sector, and you can see it in some of these names. Oh man, I was gonna buy Clover here, and I just like I don't know, I just couldn't. Had a pretty good weekly setup. Yeah, I'm watching it, but yeah, the main sector I think for memo traders, right? Like quantum is not quite dead, but I don't think I'm gonna buy any quantum stocks. At least not until it's a better setup. But space, right? Space is the sector that keeps getting news, right? Like Black Sky. I remember I was telling you guys to watch. I streamed last week. It was like Black Sky, I think on last Thursday, right? I was telling you guys to watch about this. I should have traded it on this day, obviously. This day it was liquid enough. But it's still pretty thin overall, I think. But yeah, it's getting some liquidity now. Um, Base is not as clean, but it's a leading sector. Lunar got more news today. It's just that in this market, like pops are gonna get sold, so you kind of have to like find other ways to get in. But yeah, their second lunar mission has been delivered, right, to Canaveral to their shit in Florida. Do I use log charts or just you just use log charts when you need to. Don't overthink it. Like if I'm gonna look at the weekly on Lunar, I have to use a log chart because of the fucking. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't overthink that part. And then Rocket Lab's got the news flow, right? It's got well, just read all of this. I just put all this in one. It's actually just two. It's the Black Sky collaboration, and then also the Firefly Blue Ghost spacecraft. Anyway, maybe I should mm, this is January 23rd. Should I just do the last? Okay, I'm just gonna remove this part because I kind of want the software and components here. I gotta remember Rocket Lab does like everything. I'll just remove that for now. Yeah, Rocket Lab I bought here, I cut it, rebought it. Lunar, I've been in this since well, obviously I've been trading this since like down here. And then, but I rebought it the last time here on the 15th, and I've just been holding it. Yeah, these are the good stocks. See, just 10 and 20 day, man, they still work. So yeah, just chill. This PL blocks anyway. The other thing that's kind of heating up is oh, Boeing probably. I'm not gonna watch this. Should I put it in here? I might as well. Um, Yeah, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, these are a little bit more time, and these might be a good trade too. What's SoFi doing now? Oh yeah, did you guys see all the miners? They all got clobbered under this AI stuff too. It's because they're like arguably a data center, right? Look at this. This is a bait the breakout. I almost bought some iron here. It's like nah, and then just get yeeted. Look at this messy ass chart now. Yeah, look at some of these like Confluent, right? So everything, okay, so You go back to yesterday's charts, a lot of charts look like this. Okay, you see yesterday a lot of these software names, cybersecurity names, right? They get huge bids in the morning and then it sells off. Watch these charts, okay? So Confluent is one of them, Asana, right? See these big wicks, right? Twilio is also one of them, I guess. DDog is one of them. Crowd, I think, also had the same kind of price action. Yeah, this is not as big of a wick though. Hubs, right? But this is pretty slow. Uh, yeah, like a lot of these names had some pretty similar price action. I should still be in this one. Rubrik sort of did. This is, yeah, it's also cloud. So yeah, remember the thesis, guys. Remember the thesis. Software should be cheaper now. And again, software. Yeah, see, like look at the software wick, right? This is just across the board software. This is super thin, but ETF, but you know, yeah, it's just this one. Anyway, and then what's the leading software name? Reddit, right? So, and the idea was that TEM would also have a similar kind of benefit, right? See, big bids and then at base. I bought it at this break. Oh yeah, Snow, you're right. Snow was the other software name that might actually be you're right. Yeah, yeah. This one also had the wick. Big bids and wick. I think I might be focused more on Asana. I'm gonna promote this one just because this is fast. But I will promote Snow to 2. What's interesting is like SoundHound got clobbered just because of the NVIDIA collaboration. I wasn't in it, but I'm glad I was almost bought it. I almost bought it here. I was like, this is bait for sure. And then yeah, lo and behold. Yeah, I know. Yeah, D-Dog I'm watching. Yeah, this one. All right, so this is obviously yeah, all these got the bids. Fastly, uh I don't know. I'll set an alert, but this doesn't have the same kind of price action as the other names did yesterday, right? That's what we're looking for. Oh, yikes. Yeah, it's just. But yeah, hard to be bearish, guys, with breadth holding up, right? Yeah, breadth holding up. Some of these leading issues still making new highs. Like, look at HubSpot, right? Like, this is such a nice chart. It's like I'm not trading this. It's too slow, but yeah, it's a great chart. It's a great weekly chart. The daily is kind of choppy to trade, but it's just hard to be bearish. That's all I'm saying. Well, it was easy to be overly bearish yesterday, but after yesterday played out, it's hard to stay bearish. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Just I wouldn't rush into Asana. I mean, you could still buy it. It's still underneath this. This is going to be my trigger, or this even. I'm just gonna wait. The thing with this is that, see, like some of these bases, right? Like this is 26. This is the actual base level right here. You can wait. It might just grind until this 26 is. So anyway, I'm just saying. Like net, right? Like I was like, net looked great here. I actually bought it here, and then I was just like, whatever, because it was just choppy on the daily. It's so choppy. And now it's accelerating. Oh God, it's accelerating now, isn't it? Okay, this is kind of annoying. This might actually go really fast. Remember it was like choppy until here, and then it went bonkers. I'm gonna promote it again. What's the other one? ZS? Yeah, ZS catching some bids too. No. So big rotation into software, guys. And like cybersecurity and stuff. Uh, rotation out of quantum, I mean, semis and into software. That's the theme. Confluent, it's also such a great chart. Look at this big base, right? Yeah, I mean, if you need software exposure, I think even though Reddit isn't NetSec, this is the best software name in my opinion. Should have bought some Reddit. Look at Oklo getting some bids still, dude. There's still demand for this thing. I gave back so much gains on this though. Oh, so annoying. I still had half my position. 23% instantly gone. Oh, great pain. This ended up being a loss for me. I cut it lows of the big day. Anyway, Damn. Yeah, there's big bids, man. This is crazy. There isn't really any news on CrowdStrike either, Cloudflare either. It's just a bunch of upgrades, which is fine. Which is interesting. Oh, dude, look at that. Rocket Lab. Yeah, this is such a good weekly. I still think you're probably better off with more exposure in these space names as a momentum trader. I love this. I love this kind of candle pattern. Upper wick, right? And then so it's like strong in the morning, then weak, tries to shake people out and find support here, right? It makes an upper wick. Next day, gap up, sell off, and then make a lower wick, like this kind of upper wick, lower wick pattern. And the reverse is also really bearish, but this is pretty bullish. Schrodinger. So I've been watching this name because this is also, ostensibly speaking, this is an AI play that that should get some maybe some traction from the DeepSeek stuff, right? I'm not super excited about this. This chart sucks, but it could. I mean, it's the bottom of the base, I don't know. Maybe you like this lows. I'm not even gonna bother marking the low. So Zscaler and Net, I always put together, right? Even though Net got owned down here on earnings, it's been just grinding back up. I think I think Net can really accelerate though. That's what it's looking like, right? It's looking like it's gonna go to 200. Don't you guys think so? It's like what the fuck? What are the other names that I was watching? Oh yeah, BlackBerry. I don't know. You could send a alert for 435. Uh, Sentinel One. Yeah, they all got bids. Yep, cybersecurity got bids. That's all you should really think about, I guess. Software. Okay. Damn, look at this light bridge though. It's got bids. And that's another 19% that I could have just held, but whatever, dude. I'm not even mad. Chevron had earnings, right? I saw some news. Chevron is gonna get into the AI business, AI energy business. No, still mostly just oil. Uh, okay, let's see. I'm gonna go through. Yeah, the last thing to watch for is China, I guess. But I'm not super. It's just the tariff threats like every day, right? Just talking about fucking tariffs, and then. But I think the signaling, the narrative is that tariffs on China might actually just be 10%. So that's why, this is the Trump fear, right? Monday, January 13th. So this is the inauguration, and then inauguration day, there weren't any immediate tariffs. So max fear before inauguration. Or so it wasn't okay, so no, sorry. Start back here, right? The narrative is that, oh, maybe Kamala's actually gonna win. Like, no, it's not the case. Oh wait, maybe it is, and then also the China stimulus. So stimmy came in lower than expected, and Trump won, right? And then what the fuck was the news in December though? Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, that was the ramp up policies. Yeah, yeah, but that was like a sell the news kind of a thing, right? And then here was better expected economic data and the Trump inauguration on tariffs, right? So tariffs are not as anyway. I would be cautious for China names so far. But yeah, it doesn't look bad. Um, everything's at key levels, right? And Xpeng. So I tried this. I think I bought this on this day, and then I might have sold it here and here. I think I sold some here in the weakness and just stopped out. And then I didn't rebuy it, but this is like a leading name now, I guess. Even then, meh. And there was the some BP partnership news. Yeah, KC is strong, right? Tiger is strong. Or setting up, not strong yet. Oh yeah, this was the other space name. That's way too thin, but I don't know, maybe you guys can trade it. Yeah, this was the DeepSeek integration pump. Anyway, I might redo my scans a little bit to get rid of all these like shit codes. Ooh, what the fuck is this? Credit access. It's fintech, right? Um, okay, wait. So what the fuck? RCL is going. I don't really want to be watching this. I'm gonna start watching it though. Crane Company. Okay, is this like a bunch of? I'll just watch some slow names. Whoa, what the fuck? Interesting. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut the stream. So remember, space, cybersecurity software, right? Healthcare, Mag 7 earnings this week. I believe it's Tesla, Meta, and Microsoft on Wednesday. Tesla earnings on Thursday. Obviously, FOMC. Um, yeah. Uh, Anything else going on? Core PC. I guess this is the main thing though. And then yeah. Then hopefully we can have a rally. I don't know. The Zscaler. Oh my God. See, everything is getting all these NetSec names are getting big bids, dude. It's crazy. Should I just rebuy Asana? I think I'm gonna wait for wait, let's put ZS up here. What's Crowd doing? Is Crowd Oh God, I should have yeah, hard to be bearish with fucking Crowd making new highs. Let's move this to, no, let's not. Actually, yeah, let's add both of these to one for now. Oh my God. Dude, crowd ADR is 3.7. Like that's actually not bad, right? I'm just gonna watch these. You could start a position at VWAP. That's what I would do. I wouldn't chase it right now. But it's pretty. So I'm gonna I need to write a note for this. I need to write a note for the China tariff stuff, and then I'll stream again probably. I might start streaming after market or late session, depending on if I feel like I'm gonna be busy or not. You hate cybersecurity and software because the names move slow. Yeah, they do. They move slow until they don't. Just look back at Net Cloudflare, right? It it basically almost doubled in the span of from October to November, right? A little over a month. All right, I'm gonna cut the stream.